Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. We find ourselves here on Tomb of the Spider Queen in our Division D West matchup, and on the left-hand side, we have them abbreviated for a reason. It's going to be Team Rainbow Strike Go, and on the right, it is going to be Luigi&Knuckles at OlympicGmes, and I was doing my best to try and not laugh through those, but I can't not. Let's go ahead and find out how we got to Tomb of the Spider Queen, as we are going to be having Team Rainbow Strike Go losing the coin flipped, Volsky and BOE banned out by them. The members of Luigi&Knuckles at OlympicGmes opted for map pick priority for game number 1, banning out Dragonshire and Sky Temple. They chose to take us to Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's get back into our draft and find out what we have ban-wise. Now, we are in Division D, so it's a little bit of a different meta. We were in Division A beforehand, which is going to be your Diamond plus probably players. I think there's maybe like a low amount of Platinum in there as well. Here, we're probably at the high end of Plat 1 and the low end of like Gold or something like that. So, a different meta here, different priority into here as we're seeing more Kael'thas banned, Vala banned, Garrosh being banned as well. But things like Ana might not be as prioritized because of the fact that it's very skill shot based, and this might be players might be more focused on going for healers that are a little bit easier, like Deckard Cain or even Rhaegar, so you can get that chain healer. Just throw those potions and rely on your teammates to grab those. But Tomb of the Spider Queen, Mephisto will be grabbed first. A lot of good poke potential from it coming out from them. I actually really like this hero. Don't know if they want to go for the first pick on that, but maybe it might just be a comfort pick as well, or just making sure that their strong mage player gets the strong mage, so that way they can continually carry the game in a sense. But a Mal'Ganis to come out on the right hand side for the members of Luigi&Knuckles at OlympicGmes. Ragnaros will come out as well, a really strong hero for Tomb of the Spider Queen. We don't see prioritized too often. Zeev, I think, is going to be following. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. Tatsuki, once again, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for the tier 1 as well. I really appreciate that. You beautiful human. I hope you have wonderful streams this week, and good luck tomorrow night in CCL. Nice video, by the way. It was made by, not Kaleo, Kovi. It was a different C. It was another C when I was like, I want to say Kaleo, but because, no. Kovi made it and gave it for all the casters, so shout out to Kovi. They're the one. I'm back. Where's the purple ham Mario? Joanna and Stukov were grabbed on the left-hand side. Malthael will be banned out as well. So not wanting to deal with that in the solo lane versus, I'm assuming, Ragnaros. Next ban, they do need a healer on the right-hand side with Mal'Ganis. Bloodlust is still an option. They could just ban out the Rhaegar, force them onto something else. Deckard Cain's an option as a ban. Alex Strauss is pretty powerful as well. It's going to be the Deckard, okay. You were right the third time, it's Zeev? Okay. I'm never, like, welcome to my channel where I like to murder everyone's name. Like, I'm horrible at pronouncing people's names. I remember the first time Tatsuki raided me, I had no idea how to say her name, and I was very, very embarrassed. Like, I felt bad, because someone raided me, and I was like, oh no, I don't know how to properly say their name. So what I did was, after my stream, I went back and watched their stream to say how they say their own name. Because I'm just notoriously bad at saying people's names. Like, this has been, like, since Chair League, I've been bad at this. Joanna Stukov, this calls for a Yrel. Everything calls for Yrel. Yrel's life, Yrel's armor, to each their own. Unfortunately, no Yrel going to be coming out for them. They will be going for the Imperious, and then they're going to grab themselves a Greymane as well. I actually really like the Greymane. That way they can rotate them out, grab camps, and still have a couple members soaking lanes. Just a lot of versatility coming out from that Worgen boy. Next pick and final pick on the side of Luigi&Knuckles at OlympicGmes will be a Li Ming. So Ragnaros solo makes sense, yeah. Hanzo, I like this. A lot of good reset potential. Poke potential from Hanzo can be big with the Li Ming. Kind of whittle them down, throw in a combo, get the burst. Mal'Ganis is in there in the backline harassing, maybe even peeling a couple members away so Li Ming can find that single target damage. Alex Strauss overall is a big threat. Nothing to really deal with her, nothing to like mitigate her healing because they already have the Stukov not going to be going to an Ana. Overall, really good draft from both sides. We're going to have to see how these two drafts scale because I think that's going to be the big factor for these two teams is how they scale throughout the game. Will Li Mings get the resets they need? Will Ragnaros be able to build out level 1? This is me assuming that they don't have to go level 1, but same thing with Mephisto. They're going to build out their level 1 with the Unyielding Power. They're going to be going into more of a Lightning Nova build. We'll have to see. This is I think going to be a really fun game number 1 for our final best of 3, and it's coming at you from Division D West. I'm rooting for the neutral creeps. Poor Totski. I'm awful with names. I'm just so awful with names. Same with my IRL name. You know what's funny is I like your IRL name, like I think I can say without a problem. I think. Either way, let's get into game. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Panda Supreme, very good name, is going to be on that Stukov. Silver will be on the Joanna. Kingleberry, it's going to be on the Imperious. Robert is going to be on that Mephisto, and Super Sticks is going to be on the Greymane. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Luigi and Knuckles at OlympicGmes. We got Kret on the Hanzo, Kid on the Mal'Ganis. Doubles will be on the Ragnaros. Catalyst, I think, is going to be on the Alexstrasza and Sod, or Saw 3D. Not sure. Might be a big Saw fan. It's going to be on that Li Ming. Let's check out our level 1, see what we get here as, Shifting Meteor for level 1. Interesting. Not something we see too often. Well, you're a dragon shooting lasers, Bahamut. Your name makes... mistakes are forgiven. Yes, exactly. Also, dyslexia kicks in 50% of the time too, so that doesn't really help out too much. It's like, yeah, that letter doesn't really want to be there, but then it wants to once you reread it again. It's a fun time. Sometimes letters just move around on you. We are on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Standardized rotations will be starting out between top and mid from the core 4. We might see Greymane split off at a point to be able to grab a camp. Might see Hanzo, I think, do the same thing on the opposing side. Right now, it's just going to be Ragnaros and Imperious down that bottom lane. We'll try and take a peek at that as best as we can. And you can actually see Greymane already meandering their way down over to that camp. They want to try and grab that immediately at the 1 minute mark. I'm going to just swap over to someone's vision really quickly just to kind of show. They don't see the Greymane with the core 4 anymore. So they could go ahead and check that bottom, but Imperious, I think, is going to make a bit of a... is going to make that a little difficult, as they're actually, both of them are just freezing the wave in bottom. Neither of them trying to play this too aggressive. If you've ever wondered what freezing the wave is, this is literally, they're just not attacking the wave. They're just making the wave hit each other, and they're just soaking up the experience that's coming from that. And this just crashes here. Also, Ragnaros will be able to kind of pull Kingleberry up a little bit if they start to just clear the wave. That way, Kingleberry, when they're on the retreat, can potentially get Shifting Meteor value, but they're holding this. What is the what's the cooldown on Shifting Meteor? I'm curious. I know that there's people rotating around. 12 seconds on that. Okay. And this is just going to be duration increase and change of direction, right? Yeah. Celestial Charge. They're going to step in as well. Doubles is playing around this front gate, though. They don't want to play this too aggressive. Going to get a little self-healing off of the Empower Sulfurous right there. So far, the Mephisto going to be going full Lightning Nova build, so level 1 is going to be every third every third hit from Lightning Nova causes the same target to deal increased damage, as well as grant them mana back, and then Static Barrier at level 4 for a little extra shielding based on the damage done, if I read that correct. Yes. Until then, continually lane soaking. I'm watching to see how they're playing this. So far, Team Rainbow Strike Go, actually, they have this camp a little earlier in their favor, so they're going to start sieging into mid lane. Kid zone back, actually, because they have the Lurking Arm right there. They're going to try and get the Night Rush onto 2. That stops the Lurking Arm, zoning them through the gate. Greymane still soaking and pushing up. Actually, excuse me, still sieging and pushing up. Going to throw another auto in, and that's going to be mid lane gate already going down. They grab the camp on the right-hand side and going to try and even things out a little bit. Now, no turn-in availability for either side, but they're not too far off. I believe they need 8 more Spider Butts or gems on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go, and until then, they're just going to continue to make those rotations, look for 7 talents here, and maybe even find a potential pick here as, oh no, Hanzo has the Sonic Arrow, and they see them all immediately like that. Robert does step forward, Lightning Nova damage coming out, but just throws the Skull Missile back as the Shade of Mephisto pops backwards. I'm just watching back into bottom lane. I'm waiting to see when these two players play aggressively into each other, but it seems to be Celestial Charge, a little bit of auto attack damage, and then they just kind of back off and go back into lane freezing. Turn-in is here for the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. So we're just going to group up the minions, Skull Missile to clear it out a little bit quicker. I like the way that they're playing this on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Just really good wave clears, really quick as well. Throwing a lot of this onto Silver can be a little difficult, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal. It is Joanna, so you have quite a few tools to be able to get yourself out of some awkward situations. And with the 16 in their pocket, Silver could go for the turn-in, but maybe they're waiting for more of a lane advantage, maybe waiting for a little bit later of the game. Or maybe even just waiting if they can find a couple kills before and get to 10 talent tier ahead of time. Maybe that's it. I'm waiting to see why there's not an initial kind of just split the Joe on off. The rest of the team kind of harasses and rotates through lanes, still picking up experience. But turn-in will be here on both sides. Kid just going to get a couple fell claws right there, and they'll back off. Hanzo going for the turn-in. Oh, I'm surprised Silver didn't try and punish that. Interesting. Maybe the Condemn wasn't on cooldown? Wasn't off cooldown? I'm not sure. Huh. I like, what's the wait here? What's the wait for both these sides? Are they just thinking that early game web weavers aren't the jam? Oh my god, is there another skull missile? Okay, saw it almost went down right there. If they had an extra skull missile, that might have been enough to get the kill on Li Ming. She had like some 100 and something health, like it was like 120 or something like that. Because each of those those light bars are roughly 100 health, if I'm not mistaken. And one of those darker bars, like the slightly thicker bar in between, those are every 1,000. So it's like 1,200, 2,000, 3,000, 300, like 3,000, like about 500, as I was gonna say, for that Mal'Ganis, 3,400 either way. So just, if you're ever wondering what those like the slightly darker bars in between the thinner bars are, those are just every 1,000. And I believe it's... Okay, sorry, I was waiting to see if there was a dive into bottom lane, but no. It's just little things like that. It's just always cool to know. Greymane will go ahead and grab the camp into bottom lane. Same kind of premise. They've got like what, 2,300? Actually, no, closer to 3K. 10 talent tier will be coming in soon, and this is actually a good moment for them to try and go for a turn on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. If they get that turn in and they have the Web Weaver plus 10 talent tier, that would be huge. If they get a pick on Mal'Ganis, that's even bigger. Kid can try and make their way out. That's gonna be the Dragon Queen pop by Catalyst. They get a couple things out from them. They actually tap well. Do they get back to the healing circle in time? They can still fight over this, but they know that they don't have 10 talent tier. Both teams are nearing back-to-back turn-ins as well. I think actually the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go are... they won't have back-to-back turn-ins, but they're going to be dang near close, as they actually only need, like, what, 4 more in... No, it's yeah, like 4 more in total, I think, would actually get them double turn-ins in the amount of gems you would need overall. Dear Lord. Celestial Charge into Li Ming, but there's no one else to follow that up. They get the blink away. Will there be enough? Durance of Hate goes out. Durance of Hate launches Li Ming. I always like to... God. Durance of... Or not... Consume Soul. Sorry about that. I'm so used to seeing Durance of Hate, but Consume Soul, like, I love that when it kills someone, it actually just propels them. It just ragdolls them across the entire screen. And they're going to continue sieging through bottom lane. Panda Supreme will go and get the 1 gem necessary for a turn-in, and that will be Blue Web Weavers descending in favor for the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. First one of the game. First one for the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Luigi&Knuckles at OlympicGmes will be able to defend this. These Web Weavers are going to be pushing up... I think they're going to be middle of the lane for mid. They're going to be up a little bit further in top since you want to push that out. And bottom lane's going to be quite a far push in as well. If they can clear out this minion wave, that'll be huge. The Web Weavers descend as far up as the enemy minion wave is versus Garden of Terror, where that one pushes up as far up as your minion wave is. So if your minion wave's only halfway through the lane, but there's no like there's no fort or anything like that, they could be on a keep front gate, that Garden Terror only spawns up as far as that. But for example, here, if they had pushed up this wave, this would spawn basically right in front of the keep front gate, which would be huge for them. Also to note, Dark Conversion was grabbed by the Mal'Ganis from level 10, so they're going to be looking to get that swap. So no Carrion Swarm last second kind of shenanigans with those bats and getting some. I think it's like 75% of the Vampiric Touch is just healing for you. So it's just if you can get them clumped up on a map like this, you can get a lot of value. Kid taking a lot of damage. Celestial Charge connecting onto Kid. They're going to dive in with the Greymane as well. Fell Claws will get them away. We do have the Angelic Armament from Kingleberry looking to maybe get a snipe with that one. Kid needs to play it safe. Doesn't get picked off by that. That will be Web Weaver ending in bottom lane. But as we noted, back-to-back turn-ins are here. They need to make sure that Greymane can get out. Hanzo rips an arrow right into them. They're going to turn around and say, you know what? I am dead. Just get out of there, get the turn in, and get back-to-back Web Weavers. Joanna has the entire turn in themselves, so they could just slide back here. They're going to have the Kingleberry stepping up. Fell Claws won't actually even hit them. Robert going to poke out as well. Shifting Meteor doesn't actually connect, but they still cancel the channel, thinking that the enemy team was a lot closer than they actually were. Channel coming through from Doubles. Catalyst just playing from the side, and that will be Red Web Weaver turn in favor for the side of Luigi&Knuckles at OlympicGmes. The little ones are 250, I think. I think you're right. I think I said 100. You are right, because I think I said 100, and I was like, wouldn't that be 500, Bahamut? But you are correct, because I think there's 4 in between each one. Kid. Okay, I was waiting for a Night Rush. Not going to be the case. Red Web Weavers do descend. I'm looking at nothing really out of the ordinary when it comes to heroics. I was just checking to see if there's anything I might have missed, but it is all pretty much standard or on the level, if you will, for a lot of these heroics. Greymane's going to be just in that Dark Flight Worgen form, going to try and clear this out as quickly as possible, making sure that top lane doesn't get pressured out too far. Going to throw a Lava Wave in bottom lane from Ragnaros. That also will be shifting Meteor from level 1 finished out, so they've got those 75 stacks for the extra damage, extra duration, but also they can change the direction that the Meteor or the living Meteor is heading in, so that way if someone does kind of sidestep it, they can still throw it. Or even they throw it backwards, which I've actually seen some Ragnaros or some Ragnarai. No, some Ragnaros are they basically push it forward in the lane and then roll it back, so you basically get double living Meteor value within the wave itself. And Pierce will be in bottom lane pushing this all back. Both teams have turn-in right now, and dear lord, actually, the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go are sitting on almost back-to-back turn-ins again. They need a couple more waves. Li Ming going to drop the Disintegrate Flaying Swipe from the Stukov. Hanzo ripped an arrow as well. A lot of heroics being used, but no heroic to find a kill, as 100 and some gems sit in the pockets of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Who won Game 3 in the last series? Yes. Okay, yes. Turns out 4 AM HOTS is really bad. I, Tassadar, was told the solo lane versus Tracer, but oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, ooh. Yeah, that's a rough go there, Kalis. I'm sorry about that. I mean, I don't have much faith in most Storm League days. Like, it doesn't matter what day or time it is, Storm League feels rough, at least in a solo queue environment. 5 stacking, not as bad. Another Web Weaver turn-in going to be coming out in favor for the side of Luigi&Knuckles at OlympicGmes. They'll be able to push this in through bottom lane. Seems like they're going to focus this as a core 5. They do pop the Dragon Queen from Alexstrasza. Is going to be ending fairly soon. You can see that purple bar just ending below. And they will be able to get the Necrotic Wave out from the Web Weaver as well. And they get the bottom lane fort. Catching Fire from the Ragnaros will be finished out at level 4 as well, which I believe is just activatable armor, physical and spell. After gaining blah blah blah, catching fire, 25 armor for 3 seconds, reducing the damage by 25. Yeah, I don't know if it's spell and physical. That's the only thing I'm unsure about. I think it is. Blink back from Li Ming, picking up all the gems they can. What are we actually looking? Someone, I think Silver has like 83 gems. Hello. They just need to sneak Joanna into this turn-in. That's really it. We just got 16s. I don't think I've cycled through the other numbers, so I'll go ahead and do that in just a second here. Just want to be able to see what 16 talent tiers look like ahead of time. No invade under the camp. No turn-in for the side of Luigi&Knuckles at OlympicGmes. Team Rainbow Strike Go will be trying to get the turn in. Dooble's going to be stalling things out. Silver going for that channel. And Pierce with the Celestial Charge. Lurking Arm as well. They should be able to find the pick onto the onto the Ragnaros, and they do. Lurking Arm once again. Angelic Armament. There's going to be a Curse Bullet from one. Oh, they tried to use Dark Conversion, but they don't find it. Consume Soul is going to be used. Hanzo rips an arrow. That's the Angelic Armament finding a kill. Alexstrasza with a literal sliver of health is able to get the Cleansing Flame value and also takeoff, and so they'll be able to get out of there, but that means 3 are dead for the next Web Weaver phase, and Ragnaros wasn't able to drop the the Lava Wave beforehand, so there's no big wave coming out from them, but they're only a 7-second death timer, so they should be able to get that proc. I wonder if they throw it into, I would assume top lane, just to try and force back the Joanna. Bottom lane's very far pushed out. It will make its way in towards that bottom lane keep, but actually they're going to throw the Lava Wave mid since the pressure's coming through, trying to force them back. Robert, I think, tried to blink around the damage, wasn't able to make anything happen with that. Kingleberry and friends just angling right now. Joanna still sieging in top lane. No 16 talent here on the opposing side, so actually let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers at this time, get an idea of what those look like. Kingleberry backing off Celestial Charge, won't connect onto Kid. Robert going to use the Shade of Mephisto forward right there as well. Kid is going to be, they're able to get through that pocket through the gate as well, as there was no chase coming out from the enemy side. But the one thing I want to point out here is, while they don't need to push any further with these Web Weavers, they can just literally sit around the turn-ins. Like, they've got enough for another turn-in after this, and they could just wait. Or they could try and get a pick onto Ragnaros in bottom lane. Blessed Shields rip, Lurking Arm underneath them as well. Curse Bullet goes out. I don't think it connects. Celestial Charge through the sidewall, and they find the pick onto Ragnaros. That's huge. And with that, the enemy team's going to say, cool, we see you, but we don't have our Ragnaros, so we don't really want to step into you. They're going to poke out from here and there, but this will be a keep in bottom lane going down. They can back off and get the turn in. I mean, heck, they could go for boss and then turn it, but they have to make that very, very quickly just because Ragnaros is down for the next 22 seconds and that could be sniffed out. So Bruiser camp for mid. Let's see, they need, what, 60? So just Silver and Kingle need to turn in. The rest of the team can just tag a camp or zone, do whatever. But yeah, they'll go ahead and do that. They actually do tag the camp with Greymane, who's going to be trying to work through that. Robert coming down here to help out and try and burn this down so that way they're not missing during this Webweaver push. And so mid lane just now getting cleared out, but the Webweavers descend once again. And since they had that initial push on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go, they're going to have these Webweavers collapsing almost right on top of the structures for the siege. They're going to go ahead and clear out bottom lane once again. They might be looking to end condition through bottom lane, which not very often do I see early Tomb of the Spider Queen games, but I feel like they're either in that that 12 to 15 minute mark or they're in the 22 to 25 minute mark. They actually just pushed out bottom lane a little bit further. Lava Wave coming in through as well. Webweaver just going to land right there. Molten Core from Ragnaros on the bottom lane keep. We'll be able to kind of siege and poke into mid lane. I'm a little surprised they didn't go for the mid just because it's such an easier pivot point for said Ragnaros to be able to use more abilities in all three lanes. But now, stepping in through mid, they get a second keep for themselves inside of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Looking to back off here. Actually going to be taking out this side wall or this little wall itself, so they can chase and be aggressive. Also, so the catapults don't redirect their fire onto that as they siege in through mid lane. They're going to go for another keep here, but all are up on the opposing side. Celestial Charge from Kingleberry. Going to pop the Angelic Armament. There's going to be a whole lot of damage out. Mephisto getting great Lightning Nova damage. Going to pop the Consumed Soul. I don't think they've got a kill off of that, but it is going to be a slow within there. They get another keep. Celestial Charge onto Ragnaros. The team isn't really around. Greymane going to dive in. Darkflight finds the kill. Catalyst very low as well. Going to get pulled in with a Condemn. Kid is so low. Tries to get the Dark Conversion value. I don't think it went off right there. Super Sticks is low, just auto attacks on the sidewall just to make sure they keep that inner beast up and available, but the core is rapidly falling. Silver and Kingleberry stepping up here. Robert, Panda Supreme, and Super Sticks all on this as well. With 3 dead on the opposing side, it looks like the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go are going to take game 1 here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. GG. Well played. A great game 1. Solid V2, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content you are seeing this evening, my friend. Whew. Bandit is snoring right now and it's adorable. I want you all to know that. He's so pooped from today. Alrighty. We've already got our map. Let's go ahead and make that. Oh. Oh, you cute boy. Alright, this and this. Okay. He's just so good. He's such a good boy. Whew. There's a ton left over. Oh, I don't blame you. I mean, when you make pulled pork, there's always so much good leftovers from pulled pork. So much good leftovers. All right, we just got to get players in here, and then we'll get going to game number 2. Cat Peach, thanks for the lurk. I hope Bear's doing awesome. Also, side note, go follow Cat Peach on Twitter. She has they have the cutest cat on earth. Go look at pictures of Bear. Oh my god, that cat. It's just so cute. Is the game over? No. We're getting lobby going. We got this is our final best of 3, so we could either have 1 or 2 more games. Really depends. I'm sad that I only just from this channel don't have enough points to give your dog. Who won? Team Rainbow Strike Go. He's a good cat. I know, right? I can't wait until Bear comes by during D&D streams. Like, that's the thing that I'm most excited about, that I'm going to scream. Well, I'll probably mute myself so that no one hears me, but it's just gonna be me yelling that your cat's in the background. Alrighty. Find out if the teams are ready, and let's get going into game number 2. Whew. Oh my god, Wona with the bandit treat. All right, they're ready, so we'll do the treat afterwards, because I think maybe I'll wake him up during draft, but he's asleep right now. But either way, I also have to swap it over to the other screen, so you won't be able to see the treat either way. So let me go ahead, and I will try and remember to do it after draft. Making sure that the teams are ready. Okay. Teams are ready. Let's go ahead and get into game number 2 here. We find ourselves in Cursed Hollow. Welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series, everybody. My name is Bahamut. We find ourselves here on Cursed Hollow for game number 2 in our final best of 3 series. And if you're sitting at home wondering how we got to Cursed Hollow, I got you covered. The home team this evening is going to be Team Rainbow Strike Go. They lost the coin flip. They ban out Volskaya Foundry and Battlefield of Eternity. Dragonshire and Sky Temple were banned up with the members of Luigi&Knuckles at OlympicGmes. Dragonshire was banned up by them. Sky Temple banned out by them. Tomb of Spider-Queen was the first map chosen by them. They lost that. As the losing team, they can either choose first pick or map pick. They chose map pick priority, choosing to take us to Cursed Hollow for game number 2. Let's get back into our draft and see what we have thus far for our draft. So first pick over to the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go, Greymane and Garrosh being banned out thus far. The Greymane makes a lot of sense. They were able to really dive into the backline and got so much value consistently. There was a couple times when Greymane probably should have died, but was able just to get some great healing. Actually, got some amazing healing out from, I believe it was Panda Supreme on the Stukov. So Cursed Hollow. Mephisto could be actually grabbed once again. His poke potential's pretty good. Mal'Ganis will be, yeah, they don't want to deal with that Mal'Ganis, which actually, I'll be honest, Kid, I believe it was, on the Mal'Ganis, yeah, Kid played a really good Mal'Ganis in that game, so the harassment in the backline targeting they were able to get into really worked out for them, but that'll be a Malthael once again to be banned out. Might be a target ban. Is this a snap pick onto the Mephisto? Pops head out. Yrel? Possibly. That's for Zaheev? Okay. Or Zeev? I'm gonna mispronounce your name constantly. I'm very, very sorry. No, Yrel pops back in. I mean, we could see Yrel here. Actually, she's really, really strong on this map. Point control, stole the lane control, harassment. It's just over. I mean, even boss control as well. Medivh ETC. So some shenanigans coming out from the side of Luigi&Knuckles at OlympicGmes. I mean, you could Yrel here as well as Mephisto, or you could Yrel and Rhaegar, you could Yrel and Stukov again. The options aren't limitless, but they're very, very strong. I wonder if they're going to try and Thrall instead of Yrel then. Because Thrall just, I mean, Earthquake value, right? Yrel with Ana pocket pick, yeah, absolutely. Nano Boost Ana with more Mario action, just... It's just the hammer time from Smash Bros. Just that music starts playing. All right, water done. Ooh, Varian gotten rid of. They don't want the single target pick compositions. Okay. It's not good, but it's fun. I mean, hey, when you can look like Super Smash Bros. Mario and you can throw that hammer out consistently, yeah, that's fun. That's fun in my opinion. You can mispronounce me all you want with a beard that majestic. Thank you so much. I will do my best to eventually learn your name. I think it's just Zeev. But my brain likes to just be like, well, there's an H, so it probably sounds different. You should pronounce it with that H, like hard H or something. I don't know. They get rid of the Zool, not wanting that wave clear extra lockdown. With the Medivh ETC, they're gonna probably play around like Leyline Seal or something. Not what I was expecting, but double Protoss coming out from the side of Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games. Okay. This is a lot of damage. No healing yet on their side. Joanna, Phoenix, Stukov. They're gonna go Junkrat and Murky. Hello? This is why we cast Division D, everybody. Z-Hive? But see, my brain goes, why is there an I now? And a Bright Wing to round things out on the right-hand side. Sorry, I'm still lost by this Murky. It's an old world spelling of the name Zeev, so the H is silent. Okay, so it is. So it's just Zeev. Okay, I think, or Zev. Oh no, my brain. This Murky though. All right, let's get banned to that tree. Watch this. Watch this. Watch how quickly he wakes up. Oh my God, he's there. It is. Hey, were you taking a little nap? Yeah, you were. You got some fuzz in your beard. Yeah, mister, that's you. Here you go, bud. Yeah, you good boy. Look at that. Can you imagine waking up and then someone's just like, here, have some snacks. Now you can go back to sleep. Because of the bees? Not the bees. Not the bees. I'm enjoying the spice of these comps. Yeah. Spice, I think, is an undervalued word here. Murky AFK push to the core confirmed. I want to see if Kingleberry does the Murky play where they literally start sieging in through bottom lane behind the fort, stealing the wave like that. Because that is the most 200 IQ Murky thing that I've ever seen, and consistent Murky players kill it with that. Let's go ahead and get on into game number 2. I wish I was a streamer's dog for that very reason. Yeah. That's called being a child, no? I don't think my parents ever woke me up with food. I think it was wake up and help us do chores. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Team Rainbow Strike go up 1 in our best of 3 series. Kingleberry is going to be on the Murky. We've got Silver on the Joanna. We've got Panda Supreme on the Stukov. Super Sticks will be on the Phoenix, and Robert on that Junkrat. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games. Doubles is going to be on the Tassadar. Sod is going to be on the Artanis. Callist is on the ETC, a little bit of a role swap right there. Kret will be on the Brightwing, and I believe Kid is going to be on the Medivh. Yes, they are. Get some player vision set up really quickly. Protector of Ire was grabbed by the Artanis level 1. No questing talent for Brightwing level 1, unfortunately. I guess, well, Medivh doesn't actually have a level 1 questing talent. He has the baseline questing talent. So I was about to be like, everyone is questing. Why don't you? Murky's just going to do Murky things in top lane. We'll take a peek. They need, so it's every 8 stacks they can bribe 1 unit. Murky, I'm trying to remember. Murky has no unique value from, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is, so they're just doing it in top lane, but there's no unique value from this. So it's not like Falstad where you get wingman stacks or anything like that, or Nova where you're getting cooldown reduction by bribing the entire camp. It's a straight up and down bribe. Nothing really too special of it outside the fact that you're just, well, bribing units, and you only need to kill 8 minions to get 1 stack. So what? A minion wave has 7 units in it, so you only need to kill 3 waves before you're able to bribe 2 units. Caster math serves me correct, right? Because 3 waves would get you 21. Yes. And you only need 16 to bribe 2. Sorry, I was just like, we're getting late in the day, so usually the caster math starts to go, but no, yeah. So basically 3 waves. If you're able to kind of fishy deal 3 waves, which Murky just doing Murky things, like this is huge. So they're not getting mega they're not getting, you know, like full wave clear from it, but still, like, they're stopping the wave from coming through, which means that Phoenix can just push up these siege giants and they can open up top lane further. First objective will be top lane as well, so this harassment from Murky is working out quite well for them. Kingle checking some bushes. It looks like they're going to rotate down into mid lane, making sure that no one misses the soak while the friendly team grabs the bruiser camp for mid lane. Siege giant still pushing up into top. Even if it's not gonna happen, I would have laughed at a Murky versus Brightwing side lane duel. Me too. I like the UI on the UI element on the right picking unit. Yeah. I believe that's all part of Aliobs. Which, go support Aliobs. Go donate to them. Well, if you're a caster, maybe. I don't know. I didn't realize this. Like, I was talking with Paradox. Like, we were talking about CCL stuff to start the season. And I was on the website, and I was talking with Matlock, who runs the production. And I was like, so yeah, you can see this and this and grab the from here. And there's like a little explanation, like installation log. And then Paradox goes, yeah, but have you ever donated to him? And I go, wait, I didn't realize there's a donation button until like this moment. Like, I've been using Aliobs for so long. So yeah, go support that. Cause I mean, they literally do this for free. That's a concussion mine throwing Artanis back in. Murky does go down the bottom lane, but that's an Artanis for a Murky. Murky has a couple second death timer and they're going to literally respawn into, actually, no, they're respawning down here. I didn't realize they put their egg down over here. So the harassment continues into bottom lane. I was like, oh no, they're going to play around first objective, but even then, they still got it because they got that kill on Artanis. And Murky goes into bottom lane, just going to do its best to clear out the wave. Oh no, Doubles doesn't realize how much damage comes out from that pufferfish, and they're going to be going down. Actually, Tougherfish was grabbed as well, so spell armor, and deals 50% more damage to slimed targets. So that's a rough go for Tassadars. I don't think they realize the burst damage potential coming out from a Murky, which I know is a very weird sentence, but it's a very true sentence as well. Like, Murky can be a bit of a difficult thing to deal with. Your parents didn't wake up at 4 p.m. for some biscuits and then let you nap again? No. No, they did not let me do that. I don't think, like as a kid, like, napping, like, when I was really, really young, yes, but, like, I would say, like, from, like, 10 till like my mid-20s, I probably wasn't like doing much napping. Just because that was just like the mentality. It's just like, you could nap or you could just stay awake and get work done. No, you're not wrong. Murky has enough for, I believe, 2 bribes at this point. But there's really nothing, or excuse me, 3 bribes at this point. But there's really anything for them to bribe. But they're going to go ahead and do Murky things down over here. I mean, just cue the Benny Hill music. Like, everyone just popping the pufferfish, gonna get the safety bubble out. They do have the speed increase from level 7 as well with the slippery when wet. Also cooldown reduction on that as well. Swap from Artanis doesn't connect, but here's the thing. Artanis is currently chasing a Murky around in bottom lane, and the objective is up in the top left. Murky does go down, but Artanis has to make a massive rotation task that are going to be split from the friendly team. They're going to try and find the damage onto Doubles, who does get the protection from Kid. Power slide from ATC to try and separate the enemy team from them getting onto them, but they still find the burst damage they need. The splash damage, it was increased from the Arsenal synergy at level 1, so that increased splash area really needing the extra damage they need, plus they had the increased damage from that overall shield glare. Little extra poke onto this just to help the Murky get more stacks. 32 max stacks onto that Murky, so they can bribe an entire bruiser camp if they want to do so, and you can already see them. They got those stacks. They want to get this camp. This will also push them into 10 talent tier range. While that's happening, let's go ahead and cycle through some other numbers. Also note, before we swap over to this, the Medivh is at 35 out of the 40 stacks. If Medivh dies before they finish out the stacks, they lose all of them. It's not like Hanzo with Redemption or Wizened Duels from Greymane. You're not losing a couple, you are losing everything. It's Convection from Kael'thas when it's not done. That is the exact premise of it. But 10s are here. Planet Cracker for, oh my god, Bless Shield into Octograb, into Planet Cracker. ETC has found the egg of Murky, but here's the thing. Murky's in top lane with no one pressing against them, and they're going to be able to get a free fort right now. Tougherfish does actually get the explosion right there. Objective didn't go up just yet. I do. Oh no, sorry. Oh my, I'm blind right now. I was looking at minimap trying to find it on the minimap. I was like, oh, I guess it's not up, but I'm literally seeing the cursed collect tribute button right there. Silver going for the channel about halfway through. Doubles is going to interrupt it with one Psy Storm. Meanwhile, still top lane Planet. Oh my god, the Octograb Planet Cracker swap into the... I can't believe that Murky just got that. The global value of Planet Cracker coming through with the Octograb Double split from the friendly team. 1, 2, 3. The Arsenal synergy coming through actually hits the minion wave. Riptire from the Junkrat. They could actually jump that wall, go for Tassadar. Doesn't look like it's the game plan, as they actually do finish out the Medivh stacks right there. Blink forward from Kret as they did go into the Blink heal for that Murky. Oh my god, for the Brightwing, I looked up and saw like slight green. I was like, okay, yeah, it's actually teal if anything, but we do have curse in favor for the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Luigi and Knuckles at Olympic Games trying to just get their footing here in this game number 2 on Cursed Hollow. I'm hoping to see Octograb from that brutal burst lockdown. Oh my god. See, it's wild. Top lane fort already went down before this. This will be Murky grabbing the mid lane fort. Junkrat pushed this out a little bit, but they also have the wave right behind them, so that's an easy free fort for them in bottom. And Artanis trying to make a play onto Murky, but really nothing to, well, Protector of Ire value, but Slippery When Wet value. They need to be careful. Octograb and Planet Cracker aren't too far off from cooldown. Murky coming back. They want to get this wave right here. They want to get that free experience. They can literally hit one Q and get the experience. Oh, they actually throw the pufferfish out, so that way they can, yeah, even then, like, the pufferfish, they clear that wave so quickly, they wouldn't have got the stacks, but still, that is going to be mid lane fort going down, so all 3 forts have gone down. 69 stacks on Protector of Ire for the Artanis, nice. Top lane catapults coming in. What are the catapults slapping for? 145, not awful. Not the most powerful in the world, but you can see they're chunking. They're chunking. Tacit are coming up here. Huge Sonic Storm to clear that out. Murky has 14 stacks, so if they get 2 more minions, they're able to get a bribe onto 1. Medivh, as we noted, did finish out the baseline Arcane Rift stacks. We have the 16 out of the 20 for the proc art for the ETC. Boss for bottom lane will be grabbed. Medivh is going to be coming over here, I think, scouting out. We can actually jump onto the vision for our red team. Planet Cracker. That's just disgusting, team. That is just disgusting. That's 2 for 2. Okay. Boss is not going to be grabbed. Murky's still free pushing top lane. I mean, chat called it. Core 4 brawls. Like, they 4v5 and Murky just AFK pushes. Second game in 25 minutes of us getting absolutely annihilated. Didn't even get a fort down. Don't understand how it's lasted that long. Ah, man, I hate those games. Those games feel their worst. I know that feel. Kingle. Oh, I thought they had the, I thought they would have the safety bubble. I could not think of that word. Murky, though, respawns. They can go for that top lane keep at any point, realistically. Bottom lane, there's going to be the friendly team once again going for the boss. Silver going to be tanking this again. They're going to spread that Pusher around from the Stukov. No, it's not 16 yet, so there's no opportunity for Universal Carrier. Objective should be up soon, but look at Murky circumventing all this. Throws the tougher fish out, and they're like, cool, I'll auto into this. I'll tank some damage. That's keep down in top lane. Boss for bottom, and objective up again once on the left-hand side. 16 talents here, not too far off on the left-hand side either. I'm going to go ahead and cycle through those numbers once again, because I don't think we've looked at them for a little bit. I think the last time we did was right around 10 talent tier. Shield Glare, and they're going to grab this camp. Medivh is scouting this out, going to just poke at them with the Arcane Rifts. Joanna's going to pop the Iron Skin. They actually disengage from this, but here's the thing. The friendly team is not too far off, so they don't need to technically disengage. I think they just don't want to get poked down. They are going to... Actually, they release this themselves. If you don't kill me, I'll push core. It's the same thing as it's Zagara, like, yeah, it's also Samuro, like, too. Samuro's the exact same way. Post 16, Samuro can just take your core down. Brightwing is going to go down to the Planet Cracker Octograb combo. I heard it go off, and I didn't even know where to look quick enough because it just shredded through that Brightwing. Boss and bottom lane going to be going for this keep. Murky grabbed the objective. Laser Cutter spinning from this Phoenix. So far looking fairly strong through this bottom lane push. Boss getting low. Will they be able to go for this keep? Blink away from the Phoenix. Concussion Mine forcing them back as well. Lurking Arm came out. Boss will go down. Siege Giants get actually the last little bit of damage they need. Medivh portals forward. If they could turn on Medivh, that is going to be huge because they have no portal backwards. Protection's going to be there. Concussion Mine, there's going to be the Blessed Shield as well. Hit very far from the friendly team. Leyline Seal comes out. Riptire is going to be onto them as well. They actually don't get the Riptire kill onto the Medivh right there. They're going to portal away. Will it be right next to... Oh, I can't believe Kid lived through all of that. I'm surprised the Riptire didn't just go for that, but meanwhile, over in top lane, Kingleberry still pushing. 3 catapults coming in as well. 200 and some for those autos. Phoenix clearing out mid lane. Another objective should be up. Actually, no, Rubbear's already got it. Sorry. This is feeling like those Berkey games. Like, you're just like, we either go and fight and then we lose our structures, or we defend and we lose the map. Swap, bubble, they should be able to get out of that. Yeah, Sod's not going to play into that, so they'll grab this camp. What are Murky stacks looking at? 32, they can actually bribe an entire camp. 57 on that camp. 2 minutes and 30 on this one, so they might be waiting for this this bruiser camp over here. Until then, they're going to maybe go for a boss play. 16 talent here is going to be on both sides, as well as they just hit that on the right. Oh, fish oil as well, which pairs very well into the tougher fish from level 1. Tasset are actually using the stealth. Shadow Walk. Oh, Planet Cracker. There's the Octo Grab. They still get it. Force Wall actually slightly pushes them out. There's going to be the protection as well. Kret is taking a lot of damage. Murky is going to try and get as much value as they can, but the Polymorph is going to find the kill. Meanwhile, down in mid lane, there's a fight still breaking out. Phoenix comes over here. ETC trying to help out. Riptide's going to be there. They get the one kill with that. Condemn pulls them back in. Catalyst trying to make their way out. Concussion Mine doesn't actually go off, I think, in time, and they still find the ETC kill. Objective's up, but they're going to forego that objective, saying we want boss. Just leave someone on Murky and it's a 4v4. Yeah, but that would make too much sense, right? Whenever they leave someone to deal with Murky, they die to Octocracker. Yeah. They do scout this out with the Medivh. Leyline Seal's up and available. Black Hole was used by Doubles. Just pulling away the talents while we do have bottom lane crashing in. Honest to God, the longer they keep them here, that's perfect. Ooh, they find that. They're going to find the Brightwing right there with the Octo Grab, and they'll lock them down. No 20 talents here just yet, but they're going to now attempt the boss once again. Kid getting interrupted. Kid getting interrupted again. No Planet Cracker. I think Blessed Shield did come out. They're trying to get through the portal. Medivh does manage to get through at the last second. Bottom lane, catapults are mounting here. 228 to 247 damage is going into that core. Another catapult coming through as well. This should be cursed in their favor. Will they be able to end off this is the question. Core is actually taking damage now. Medivh might be able to poke at this. They need to play this safe though. They can't step, because here's the thing, Silver's right around the corner. No Blessed Shield, Portal's gonna be there, Power Slide from the ETC. Panda Supreme tries for the channel, swap coming out from Artanis. Unfortunately, Artanis has put themselves on a bit of an island. Lurking Arm from Stukov. Medivh comes in here, Leyline Seal, but they are gonna get picked off. They lose a second one. Murky now coming back in. Phoenix actually blinking forward. The auto attacks from them should be enough into Catalyst. There's no way they're able to get out of that. Robert actually chasing in as well. They should have another Concussion Mine because they used, I think didn't they have oh, Planet Cracker. They literally have to rotate through the Planet Cracker. Octo Grab coming out. Riptire from the Junkrat as well. They did go into Ripper Air as well. So maybe they hit the ETC or they hit someone else with that or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but 4 go down. Curse comes through. 4 in top lane. Well, 4 now in top lane, and they should be able to take this end. There's nothing really stopping them outside of the core armor reduction, and I don't think Kret's going to be able to stop this assault from the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. So that will be game number 2 over to them, and they'll be taking the series in a 2-0 fashion. GG. Well played. With Cracker, it makes it a little bit more difficult. I think that was the composition, and they executed that perfectly. But don't go anywhere. We're going to get a short interview, and then we're going to raid someone over. So GG's to teams. Let me get a message out to the team. Let me show talents. We're going to get a player in here in just a second. Murky auto ban confirmed, yeah. Alrighty, at this time we're going to be joined by Robert. Congratulations on your 2-0 victory. How you feeling?
Good, man. Feeling excited, actually. It was a good game for us.
A really fun series, but let's talk about this. We're jumping to game 2 immediately. The Murky comes out as the last pick, and I see this Phoenix, and I'm like, I was sitting there, and when I saw the Phoenix pick, and I was just like, oh, this is going to be like Thrall. They're going to go like Salvo, Earthquake, blah, blah, blah. And then now I see this, I see Planet Cracker, and I see Octograb, and I go, oh, the 200 IQ's coming out. Is this a common draft for you all? Is this like a little kind of like we're going to pull this out here and there and be able to get, not a free win, but a nice, this is a win. Like this composition makes it so difficult because they either 4v5 or they deal with Murky. But anytime they deal with Murky, he just gets away. And if they 1v1 the Murky, then they just Planet Cracker them. Like, is that the whole point of this? Just like there's nothing you can do. You just slowly burn out.
Pretty much. I think it's kind of one of those things we've been toying around for a bit. We've been practicing the strat. I mean, it's very similar to like like a Leo Phoenix combo
Yeah.
type thing. This we just replaced it with Octograb. But exactly what you're thinking, actually, just kind of being annoying on Murky and just having him push, and then they had to kind of decide. And um, we kind of got a couple people, actually more than a couple, actually, where they're kind of by themselves, and we're just like, all right, we're gonna do it, and we did it, and then like our chat lit up, we're like, yes. So sometimes it's those moral victories in like the moment where we're just super excited, but yeah, we were super excited to just put it out there because we've been practicing it for a little bit, and it worked out for us tonight, so we're super excited.
No, it was absolutely like I was getting such a laugh out of that. It was actually, I loved it. I absolutely loved that you put that together. It was so fun to cast that. Like I'm still reeling because it was just such a good composition and so much fun to see that happening right there. We're kind of halfway through the season. Are there any teams, any players you're afraid of going into the rest of the Division D West season?
Well, we've been pretty strong for this season. I think if we take any team lightly, they could flip it on us. So we just want to approach it game by game and just kind of approach it that way. But if we take the rest of the season off in our heads, we're going to start slipping, and that's going to carry over. So as far as who we're scared of, it's hard to say. We've played everyone except 2 teams.
Okay,
I believe. So we haven't played Artemis yet, and we haven't played Storm Gaming. So so we'll see how those goes. I haven't really played against them. I mean, we've seen them, and we've also seen them in other leagues too. So but we've never actually played against any of them. So we're excited to see how that matchup goes. I think once we play those 2 teams, we'll get a feel for the teams that are stronger. I mean, we did play Cool Cats Kitten. I think that's their name. I'm not sure if I'm saying their name correctly. But we played them like week 1, and they were pretty strong. So they're definitely a top team in our division. I don't know. It's really hard to determine, right? It's like, if you just kind of slip up one night, sometimes someone will just overpower you. They just need a little bit, and that momentum carries out through the series. But we've been very fortunate so far in this season. So.
No, it was seriously like it was such a fun game, and I'm excited to see you all further down the season. These are great drafts and great games. Before I let you run out of here, are there any shouts that you'd like to give? The floor is all yours, my friend.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just want to get a shout out, number 1, for you. Appreciate
thank you.
Casting, number 1. I mean, I'm a huge fan of your work, and it's always good to watch the replays. And if you're laughing, then I'm sure I'll be laughing. But definitely shout out to the other team. This is the second time we've played them. Definitely some good competition. I think we just out macro them, and we play that to our advantage. I don't know if they noticed, but we kind of chose our fights carefully, except for that last game, of course. but also shout out to our boys over here. They put in a lot of work every week, and this strat is when we're trying to draft it up, and like, we think this could work, and then it actually worked out. So we're super excited to see the rewards of what we've been doing. And just shout out to all the people out there in the front lines with everything going on. I know there's been mixed information, but people are still feeling it, depending on where you live in the world. So if you can help somebody, great, do it. Definitely, if anything, try to stay inside for sure. Just spread anything going around. But I think that's it. Shout out to NGS as well. Thanks for existing and being an option for us to just kind of have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for the interview. Thank you so much for the games. You have a wonderful night, and congratulations once again on your